Hey everybody, it's Robyn and welcome to the Robyn's Nest. So I'm sure many of you are just as excited as I am that Christmas is fast approaching, and if you ask me, it's never too early to spread a little bit of holiday cheer. So today we're going to be caking one of my all-time favorite Christmas characters, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Now I have made an adorable tiny little version of Rudolph before, and you can find a link to that video in the eye up above. But you guys have asked me to make a larger version, and I thought it would be really cute to make him look more like the original Rudolph from 1964. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Now let's get into it. So for today's cake, we're going to start out by stacking and filling 3 6-inch chocolate cake layers, which I've already pre-leveled, and we're going to be using some vanilla American buttercream and some halved up maraschino cherries. Now I've already done this combination before, but I really wanted to do it again because 1, it is just so gosh darn yummy, and 2, I really wanted to use maraschino cherries because they remind me of Rudolph's cute little red nose. So we're going to start out by adding a little bit of buttercream to our cake board, and this is going to help our cake stick to the board. Then we're going to attach our first layer of cake, give that a little press down so it'll stick. And then each of our layers is going to get a thin layer of buttercream, a buttercream dam, and then a layer of maraschino cherries. And you're going to continue repeating this step for each layer you choose to bake. So now that I've finished stacking and filling my layers, because I do have a little bit of a filling, I want to pop this in the fridge to chill for just a little bit. So that way when I do my crumb coat, my layers aren't sliding around on me. So we're just going to take our cake and pop it in the freezer for about 10 or 15 minutes, or you can put it in the fridge for about 20 or 30. So now that our layers have firmed up a little bit, we can go ahead and start our crumb coat. So I'm just going to be using a small offset spatula and some yummy chocolate buttercream. We're going to apply a nice thin layer all over our cake. Alright, now it's back to the fridge to chill for a little bit, and when we come back we're going to start working on our decorations. So the first thing you're going to need to do is draw up a stencil. Now I've already drawn mine up and I've prepared my stencil and cut out all the lines so it's ready to go. So we are going to begin with Rudolph's antlers because these are going to need the most amount of time to dry. So I'm going to take some black fondant and we're going to add some Tylo powder to this to help it dry a little faster, and we're going to use this stencil to cut out his antlers. So once you finish cutting out your antlers, we're going to need to give them something to attach to the cake with. So we're going to be inserting a couple of wooden skewers up inside, and these are also going to act as a support system and help them stand up a little bit better too. So you're just going to gently push them up inside. Then we're going to lay these on a piece of parchment paper and set them to dry. So with our antlers finished, it's time to work on the ears. So we're going to use some light and some dark brown, and we're going to roll these out, and we're going to use our template to cut out our little ear shapes, piece them together, and then we're going to insert some toothpicks up inside so we can attach them to the cake later on. Alright, so we're going to take his ears and we're going to set these off to dry with his antlers. And when we come back, we're going to finish his eyes and his cute little red nose. Alrighty, so I finished all my decorations except for one, which we're going to make right before we put it on the cake. So first we need to finish our final coat of icing. So I'm going to take my small offset spatula and the rest of my chocolate American buttercream, and we're going to apply a nice thick coat of icing. And we're going to smooth that out using my favorite plastic bench scraper. And then we're going to add all of our finishing touches, and we'll get to see his handsome little face. Well, here he is, guys. Isn't he amazing? I just love him. I think he turned out so cute. And he brings back so many fond childhood memories for me, as I'm sure he does for many of you. This movie was always at the top of my list every Christmas to watch, and even my kids watch it now too. So it's definitely a timeless classic for sure. Well, that's it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, you guys know what to do. Hit that big thumbs up button and leave me lots of love in the comment section too. And if you haven't done so already and you enjoyed the video, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you receive a notification every time I post a new video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.